I'm trying to be creative today. So I'm actually going to be doing both Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So if you see me looking over here, guys, I'm tagging over here on my Facebook because sometimes my lives are too long, so I can't get them over to you guys on Instagram. So I'm going to try to do them both at the same time. Hey. Also, I'll tell my followers to follow me. Oh, that's how I do. You guys, look, girl, I'll get those on my Instagram later because I'm used to talking to you guys over here on Facebook. Hi, Dorothy. Hey, Kendrick, are you still over there on the pool, bro? What's up? All right, let me just start something off. I'm going to give you guys an infomercial. Let me give you my little infomercial before I even get started today. My name is Takwase Iyejide Seku, and for those who don't know the meaning of my name, it's Queen Warrior. And I need you to understand seriously who you're talking to. I have my page open to the public because I believe that the information that I have is for the public. I don't want just for certain people. But let me just tell you what you won't do. This is no match. This is no, I don't know what you people are into, whether you're doing, black people meet or whatever the hell you trying to do. This is not the spot for you, okay? You need to just back up off my page if you trying to do some matchmaking nonsense, all right? I done had to block a couple of people because you done lost your mind, all right? I even throw in every now and then the fact that I got a man, so I don't have to hear this BS because that's not what my page is for. I don't need to be finding nobody up here on Facebook, okay? All right, let me done with the promo and let's get to the info, all right? So I hope that you guys had an opportunity to go and check the information with regards to the meaning of treason. We have a treasonous in the White House. And I want you guys to understand what that means because there is nothing, people assume that you have to do something criminal. You do not. And we're going to talk on 3 different things today because I got all kinds of computers and moods going on over here. I'm trying to do some serious, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try it out just to see how it works for a sister. All right. So I had you guys, I basically told you right from the Constitution. You do not have to do something criminal. You have to be an American citizen, and you don't even have to be in office. But if you are in any way colluding with another country on to injure that of an American. Now, the information that we received today is that there is a communication from our Secret Service that has given us more than, because if you look at the Constitution, you need 2 witnesses in the Constitution to determine whether someone has committed treason. And that is exchanging information with a foreign government to the detriment of the American citizens. Now let me let you know who the first treasons were. For those of you who are just hearing today that after 400 dang on years, Mississippi, the blackest state in the United States is Mississippi. Mississippi is the blackest state, meaning more people that are of African descent than any other state. Today, on the 29th of June 2020, they have just decided that it is necessary to take down a Confederate flag. Let you know, the Confederates were considered treason. They were fighting against their own country. So all of those statutes that we are trying to take down are people that have been determined to have had treason against the United States. So let's be clear. The Confederates are treasonous. Donald Trump is a treasonist. Okay? So I have explained it to you, so I'm not going to give you the definition again. But in the original Constitution, if you committed treason, the penalty was death. Now, are we going to give Donald Trump a death? You know that's not going to happen. But what we can do, what the Constitution also says, is that you can never hold office. So if we can determine that he committed treason while in office, then we should be able to, at the end of this, with the same kind of fervor that we're doing for all of those who are getting their lives taken, is to ask that he does not get a library, because we pay for those libraries that are being built for each one of these presidents. Nixon did get impeached. Clinton did get impeached, but neither of them got impeached for treason. Nixon was just a paranoia liar and tried to get other people to lie for him, and then got caught in a lie. Clinton was getting fellatio under the desk and then lied about it. That's a lie. But that's not what we're talking when we talk treason. Because you hear 45 use the word treason so often, we get confused as to what treason actually means. So I just want to take out the confusion. Treason means that you negotiate. So we had, remember the two Russians that were in the White House early on, right after Comey's conversation, and he said, I'm taking care of that. Go back to Don Jr. and the Russian woman at the hotel. You were talking to another country to try to get information on Hillary Clinton. That is treason. We try to act like all this didn't happen, but trust and believe, the feds are keeping tabs on how much treason between the Trumps and, meaning son. Remember, Ivanka was over there in China trying to sell time with the president for the ability to sell products in China. So there is a lot between this two family, this whole family. The only one that's the dud, it seems to be Eric, because Eric doesn't seem to be very bright. But that's something for his doctor or his special ed teacher to determine. I'm not here to determine his intellectual prowesses. Now, I also want you to understand, when we talk about issues that have to do with the president, this is not for me at this point in my career. This has nothing to do with about Democrat and Republican. I was talking to a brother today that was telling me that his sister is a evangelical preacher. Now, and this is a brother, and that her principle about abortion was the main reason that she was ministering to her church about not even voting for President Obama. Now, I need y'all to understand, being a president is not a one-issue thing. If you have a right to bear arms by the Second Amendment, I got a right to protect my vagina, okay? Nobody needs to be all up in my vagina. I mean, to me, that's the jewel of all jewels. So why does it? This is the other thing. One of the issues with the federal government, and they were making a decision in Louisiana whether Louisiana could have abortion or not. Their argument was that their argument wasn't valid because it was being made by a man. Now, can I get a what the hell? So are you telling me that you can't argue an issue for a woman if you're not a woman? Because then you can't include Lincoln, because Lincoln wasn't a black man. So if you say Lincoln couldn't argue for the freeing of slavery because he's not, that's about the most ignorant behind story. But that is what they said to the Supreme Court in their argument with regards to being able to have an abortion in the state of Louisiana. If they had gone through with that, Louisiana would have had one doctor in the entire state that could do what is legal, and that is a woman's right to choose. Now, if you have a right to choose, I can have a right to choose yay or nay. That should be no one else's business. Okay? So let's get off of that. We've gotten off of Mississippi now after 401 years. Well, Mississippi hasn't even been a state for 401 years, but for as long as Mississippi has been a state, they now are just now taking off the Confederate Confederate flag. All of these Confederate statutes are coming down. Confederate statutes, as we have talked about so many times, are just reminders, just to us, the African American. It has nothing to do with heritage. Not near one of these white people can connect themselves to none of these statutes that they see. That is just their way of continuing to put salt on the wounds of people of color who are here as slaves. I already gave you the whole history on slavery. I don't want to try to continue to do the same thing over and over or to repeat myself. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is Elijah McClain. Now, I know that some of you saw Elijah McClain, and I know that some of you saw the on Elijah McClain, basically that young man was pleading with the police officers, giving them the reason why they should not arrest him. And I'm going to go over it again because maybe some of you saw it on my page and some of you didn't. So this is what this young man was saying. This is not made up. He said, "I can't breathe. I have my ID right here. My name is Elijah McClain. That's my house. I was just coming home. I'm an introvert," meaning he's quiet. He's trying to tell this to the police. "I'm just different, that's all. I'm sorry. I have no gun. I don't do that stuff. I don't do any fighting. Why are you attacking me? I don't even kill flies. I don't eat meat. I don't judge people. I don't judge people who don't eat meat. Forgive me. All I was trying to do is become better. I will do it. I will do anything. Sacrifice my identity. I'll do it. You are all phenomenal. You're beautiful and I love you. Try to forgive me. I'm a mood Gemini. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that really hurts. You are all very strong. Teamwork makes the dream work." As he's crying. "Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to do anything. I just can't breathe correctly." And then he proceeds to start vomiting. I don't know what to do with that. I really don't know what to do with that. And then this is the part that I was really, they shot this boy with ketamine. Ketamine is what you're intravenously, that they put in you right before you're getting anesthesia. What officer out there was a doctor? I need to know what officer out there was a doctor that you would give intravenously a drug that is used in an operating room. And that was sorry for those of you who see my fingers as I'm trying to do two things at one time. I don't understand what officer out there had the skill or should have been shooting anything in this young boy's veins. Ketamine is a very strong drug. It is almost something that you would give to knock someone out. This boy was not fighting at all. When he said he was an introvert, I almost cried when I saw the video. I don't know if any of you actually saw the video of him dying, but it's probably, I mean, we watched George Floyd and we heard his cry. This boy was literally saying everything he thought he needed to say to spare his life. He cried out everything he thought that a police officer could perceive in their heart to give him mercy. He asked for every possible mercy. He begged for his life. I want to know who thought it in their right mind to shoot any drugs in this boy's veins. That is a very, very difficult thing for me to understand. So as I came on here tonight, one of the things, we're talking about treason. We're talking about, releasing children from the border, whether they're going to go with their parents or not go with their parents. We're talking about still killing black men every single day. So they're talking about whether we worry about buildings. You're still killing black people every single day. I really cannot concern myself with how many buildings get torn down. And I don't know if you saw on my page, you got 2 white senior citizens. Now, we're not talking about the white people down in Florida talking about white power, white power. Yeah, y'all need some white power. Y'all need to get any power that you can get, because the power that you're using right now is ignorant. You have white folks with their guns in front of their houses. Now, I want you to understand, we can't hold Skittles. We can't have iced tea. We can't have anything in our possession that's shiny that may put a police officer in fear of his life. So I need to know, we as black people, we have to stand up or get shot down. I'm not saying start no war. But what I am saying is that be prepared. When you see white folks on their front lawn with shotguns, click, click, I'm not telling nobody, don't go out and say anybody that I said, the Cross said go get guns. You have the Second Amendment right. That Constitution that I showed you this morning, pull up one on your iPads. Pull up one on your computers. You need to know what that Constitution says. You need to know what that Second Amendment says, and that it includes every single person that is a citizen of the United States of America. We got to stop killing our black boys, and we got to stop giving over our lives as if they are not of value. Because me, as a black woman in America, I'm not going to stop this fight. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I only answer to Queen. So don't come on my page with nonsense, because this is a queen you're dealing with right here. And if you want to understand the wrath of a queen, come up here with some stupidness, okay? And I will deal with you separately. I'm not going to blast you out on my page, because there's too many people of good heart and good mind that come on here that really have something that they want to contribute to a conversation. So I will deal with you fools like I deal with all other fools in private. But as for the fool in the White House, we will not sit here silently and allow them to destroy us as people of color in this country. We have been here far too long. We have done far too much in building this country. We have given up our lives in every single war that this country has had, whether we were free or not free. You will not continue to kill us. You will not continue to strangle us. Put your knee in our chest. Put your knee in our back. Put your knee on us, period. You will not shoot us for shiny things. If we run, you shoot us. If we stand, you shoot us. If we lay down, you shoot us. We will stop. We're going to stop laying down and getting shot. We're going to stop giving you the opportunity to kill us freely. We're not negotiating our lives with you anymore. And I can only speak for me and mine. I will protect me and mine. And as an American citizen, under the Second Amendment Constitution of the United States of America, I have that right. And I will use that right to stand my ground. You will not run up on me with some nonsense. You will not run up on me and mine with no nonsense. So what I am saying to you, it is not a threat. It is not violence. It is the patriot American that I am. The patriot American that stands for the Constitution, that did not include me, not even as a fourth of a person, but I'm all whole right now. And I will stand for what you wrote in that Constitution from the beginning to the end, to the preamble. I am an American. I am a black woman through and through. I don't water down. I don't even drink white milk or white rice. I'm a brown girl, a chocolate girl, a black American, proud, free, educated, a little complicated, sophisticated, classy, a little brassy, but I am me, and I adjust myself for no one. For adjusting myself is giving you the power to control me. You will never have that power. Not ever, not never. When God calls my name, I will be ready, because I know I will have lived and done whatever that I could do until my last breath, that I have protected me and mine and those who look like me and those who have no voice, whether they be black, white, Spanish, Asian. If you have no voice, I will speak. I fear no one. No man, no police officer. No, that's not how I roll. I fear God and God alone. So as we come to an end of this conversation, I want you to know that I love all of you. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your ethnicity, what your religion, what your sexuality. I'm not in your bed. Stay the hell up out of mine. I like my man chocolate. That's just my preference. If you like them light, bright, white, all that, that's your preference. Everybody has a right to choose. That's one of the things that God gave us as human beings, the right to choose. So let me choose to be me. And I'm going to let you be you. until you try to stop on what's my right in the Constitution of this United States of America. Deuces to you here on my Facebook and my Instagram. I love you. Grace and peace. 1